and is broke, black, white, I don't care what color you are. But you're an illegal from China, Mexico, Romania, I don't care, Nicaragua, Nigeria, everything's free. We are a joke. This is by design. And if you're a radical Islamist from one of dozens of countries, you're allowed to go back and forth on planes to train at terror camps, have Facebook accounts showing you're going to do it. You're allowed to come back and kill and shoot people. It just came out in the London Guardian, you name it, 2 weeks ago, that there were thousands of rapes in one British city of 5, 10-year-old girls by radical Islamists, and the police wouldn't investigate it because of political correctness, and it's all admitted. I mean, illegals are allowed to rape whoever they want because they're God. Everything's free. They're allowed to rape. They're allowed to DWI because the globalists want to draw the entire third world here to then get on welfare and then politically vote for gun control, open borders, and the end of everything. It's happening. The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
What disaster is so powerful, it unleashes a chain of mass pandemics, economic meltdowns, and violent food riots, all at the same time? NASA has already set the countdown timer, and right now the 21st century apocalypse is less than 13 months away. Former CIA Director James Woolsey says 2/3 of U.S. population could perish. In a matter of seconds, the world as we know it will cease to exist. The world's economy will be wiped out. Mass riots will follow. Ancient diseases will reemerge. How will you shield yourself and your loved ones from this upcoming apocalypse? Go to darkestdays.info to find out proven methods of protecting yourself, your loved ones, and even your entire community when this worst-case scenario unravels. That's darkestdays.info. darkestdays.info. Go there before this life-saving information becomes unavailable to the large public. Go to darkestdays.info now.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. No survival chest is complete without Silver Bullet. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Silver Bullet.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. He aligns himself with the truth, and it's time for you to choose a side. You're listening to Alex Jones.
My love is in league with the freeway. Its passion will rise as the cities fly by. The taillights dissolve.
I realize that every time we talk about activity of those people, there will be always, yes, it is freedom of speech, but. And the turning point is but. Why do we still say but when we...
That's the audio from Saturday evening in Copenhagen, Denmark, the capital, as two citizens, a documentary filmmaker, were killed. The cartoonist who was the speaker was able to escape. This is the heart of tyranny, is intimidating people not to have their free speech. And you have to understand that the West funded al-Qaeda, that now calls itself ISIS, in Syria, that's coming to Iraq, and now surrounded a Marine Corps base in al-Baghdadi. The Marines were able to repulse the attack. What's important to understand is, I got emails and saw comments on Infowars.com in the comment areas. Alex, you said ISIS is globalist NATO run. Well, then why are they trying to kill the Marines? I thought it's all staged. I never said that. They went and funded and protected and gave weapons and money through NATO to radical groups trained in Saudi Arabia and Yemen who are real terrorists by the hundreds of thousands, upwards of 200,000 of them in the last 4 years, to be sent into Syria, Egypt, and other areas, Libya. And then they'll turn around and attack us and kill Marines and kill soldiers in the Army, not just sailors. And then turn around with the Stinger missiles they got in Benghazi and shoot down airplanes. And then take our freedom away. It's the political class, even above our government, the special interest. When you burn down your business with gasoline, the gasoline isn't taking orders from you, it's gasoline. So you go dump the gasoline, you light the fire, it burns down your house. It's real when the fire department shows up to put it out and the roof collapses and kills a firefighter. Or the roof collapses and kills a bunch of Marines or a bunch of Army. It's real. It's real terrorists, real people attacking. But they've been protected and given home bases and money and weapons by the criminals, bipartisan, running our government. That's why our military 2 years ago said, we will not be part of a Syria attack. We're not al-Qaeda's Air Force. Senator Cruz, Senator Paul both talked about it. That was a sea change moment when we could force the debate about reality. And now, I predicted it. It was like predicting the sun would come up. I deserve no credit. When you know the facts, it's easy to predict what's going to happen next. Holy Toledo, it's easy. This job is easy, folks, once you get your head screwed on straight and know what's really going on. I predicted that the Hebdo attackers would have been trained in Saudi Arabia or Yemen or Iraq. They were trained in Yemen, folks. And it turns out Western intelligence agencies followed them, knew what they were doing. They were allowed to operate. The excuse is we're watching them. You're not watching them. They're being sent to bases that the West has been arming. I don't have a problem with the FBI infiltrating radical groups. I have a problem with the FBI creating radical groups as they've done domestically and then finding mentally ill people to launch attacks and then putting them in prison after they do it and then trying to get legislation passed for more funding and to take more freedoms to fight the crazies you went and found and wound up and protected. Well, what the FBI has been caught doing on a very small scale in the United States comparatively is hundreds. Well, it's bigger than that. 200,000 plus al-Qaeda fighters trained by the West and allowed to go in and attack Syria. Maybe the FBI has trained, the New York Times reported a couple years ago, maybe 100 mentally ill people to try to carry out attacks here. So what's 200,000 times divided by 100? thousands of times more. NATO, the globalists, the UN, these shadowy groups, to create armies of radical Islamicists and then to turn them loose and then to pass police state legislation and have a domestic takeover that you then turn around against the Tea Party, gun owners, veterans, and say that they're the real threat. I mean, that's what we've been saying for over a decade. That's now what's happening. You can see the battle plan unfold. And if you just joined us, thank God the Danish police killed the 22-year-old suspect when he fired on the police when they caught him at a train station trying to carry out another attack. The media has identified suspected Copenhagen gunman as Omar El Hussein. And Danish police have killed the suspect in 2 Copenhagen shootings at a synagogue and a free speech rally. And I've seen some of the left that are just totally anti-Israel no matter what, celebrating this, going, good, get Israel. Just, you know what? You people have mental illness. That's all I can say. You obsess all day over American men that try to wear the pants and try to just have some basic family values, but then you don't care if Islamicists make women wear burqas over their head and go out and target non-radical Muslims all of the Middle East to radicalize them. You people are sick freaks. That's all I have to say. Continuing here, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we've got this special breakdown report on the insanity of the New World Order and how they say we're crazy because we don't go along with it. The truth is, the people that go along with this New World Order agenda, they're the crazy ones. We have a special report put together by Darren McBreen and some of the other crew. Then we have the terrorism being launched to the media saying arrest parents that don't vaccinate, make it the law to forcibly inoculate, don't let you fly domestically if you don't take all these deadly vaccines, publish the names and addresses of people that don't vaccinate in the paper like they're child molesters. That's in Time Magazine. I have all these articles here. Why is this happening? Because Big Pharma in the last 6 months has had what is the beginnings of the Brian Williams moment with the public. And what is that? A top Merck scientist, the head of the CDC vaccine program. British courts just exonerated the scientist that did the work on the Crohn's disease connections to kids that have been vaccinated with Andy Wakefield. And a bunch of other issues are coming out right now that prove that Big Pharma knew, the whistleblower has said, at the CDC, the highest level. They got hearings coming up next month in Congress, in March. This is the Ides of March for the establishment. So what do you do when everything's showing the vaccines are dangerous, the vaccines are tainted, the vaccines have problems? What do you do when consumer groups are really exposing it and insiders are coming out with a smoking gun that they were ordered to cover up? You hype up some measles outbreaks that haven't killed anybody. You claim unvaccinated caused it. When you've been vaccinated, you're supposedly protected. You hype up all these lies. The top Italian court has ruled vaccines cause autism. That just came out 4 days ago. There is a tsunami. Japan's banning vaccines. India's fighting. All this is happening. So you come out and just say, everyone wants vaccines. Arrest whoever doesn't take them in a desperate attempt to smoke screen like a chicken with the head cut off what's going on that front. So that's why you see this full court press, billions being spent in PR to say, take your vaccines, they're totally safe, because the opposite's coming out. That's coming up. We've got Hadron Collider news, weather modification news in The Guardian. It's a huge broadcast. Stay with us.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operation.
We let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime Directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
It's a popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are
they're never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.